Here I think we can also talk about some of the frameworks that, might have evolved for you over a period of time, because like we said that, every value investor has their own journey. So what has your personal journey been in terms of evolution? What are you doing differently today than the Gautam like maybe 20 years ago?
So my investment philosophy has significantly evolved over the last 2 decades with time and experience in the markets. Initially, I started off by reading The Intelligent Investor by Ben Graham. So I started off by investing in low price to earning, low price to book stocks. Then I read about Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, Phil Fisher, and I gravitated towards quality stocks at reasonable price. But today, my investments, cover multiple aspects of the investment universe, including cyclicals, commodities, special situations like demergers, management change, and merger arbitrage. Because no single strategy works all of the time and in every kind of market.
Yeah.
And to be able to generate alpha for yourself and your clients, you need to be able to hunt from within different areas in the market. And over the years, I've come to realize just why this is so critically important. It's because there is always a bull market taking place at all points of time in some specific sectors of the stock market. So you need to have a broader value approach to be able to participate in these, cyclical tailwinds in different industries from time to time.
Yeah, like Mr. Manish Chokhani, who we both know, said on the show that, it's a great cycle for hard assets. So anything with hard assets will keep going up and we'll see the rally across. What are some of the things that you are personally very bullish about, or which you think are very contrarian and not fully discovered yet?
I think precious metals is one which is not being talked about too much in the current stock market, but I think gold is fast taking, cementing its place as a neutral reserve asset. As people try to diversify out of the dollar and into gold, I think gold financiers in India, especially, I think they are in for a very good time ahead. So,
Yeah.
that is one spot which is less talked about right now, but I think there's got a lot of potential going forward. And the other themes, like honestly, in India, most of the good themes are already well discovered and well talked about in the media. So
Yeah.
you have got financialization of savings, branded discretionary consumption. You've got AI, AI plays like power ancillaries, data centers. You have a very big trend which is taking place in the world in the form of weight loss drugs or GLP-1 drugs. So you have a few listed companies to take advantage of that particular mega trend as well. And with so many geopolitical tensions taking place in the world, defense, for the first time is looking like a decadal opportunity because now the US wants not only the European allies, but the Asian allies to also up their spending on defense to 5% of GDP.
Yeah.
So, like I mentioned, the investing is all about catching the next big trend. So these three trends, AI, power, and defense, I think are poised to create a lot of wealth along with gold financiers.
I would love to go deep into all three that you talk about, because defense, has seen a significant rally, right? And some people would argue that, we've already lived through the rally, because we did go from like just $1 billion in market cap to now where we are suddenly. And, Mr. Ramesh Damani also, he's been very bullish about the whole defense sector. And he was on TV talking about this opportunity even 5, 6 years ago. But now a lot of people feel that the theme is already played out, especially after the war and the budget announcements. People think that that theme has already seen a massive rally. So where is your head at currently?
Basically, every 100 bagger first became a 10x and then went another 10x from there. So, even though, many of these stocks have become 10x, we have to just focus on, what lies ahead. So investing is a probabilistic bet on what lies ahead in the future. There's no point looking in the rearview mirror and investing. Many, of the biggest winners in the stock market, biggest winners in the stock market always tend to look expensive because, they tend to hit their all-time highs just after a market correction or after a bear market. That's why many investors shy away from them. But the collective wisdom of the market is far bigger than any one single individual. If the market is telling you that this is where the money flow is going, all the smart money is flowing, then we have to respect the wisdom of the market and also try to study deeper instead of just shallow statements like this has gone up so much so it can go up more. We should have to focus on where the thrust of the government is, because after COVID, governments across the world over have become very powerful. They are dictating where the flow of money is going, both from public side as well as private side.
Yeah.
So if the thrust of the government is on emboldening defense in the country, who are we to fight the mega trend? I think it's better to be on the right side of the big trend rather than try to fight trends in the market. That's basic. You don't want headwinds. You want to invest in businesses with tailwinds and the blessings of the government, and that is how you make the big money in the market. So I think avoid any anchoring bias, because you'll never many investors who have seen low prices in the past, They're unable to buy the same stock at a higher price in the future because they become anchored to the low price of the past. But you cannot buy today's stock at yesterday's price. You have to look at the current valuation and whether the growth prospects of the next 5 years justify you making the investment or not.
Yeah, I think you're referring to a personal conflict that even I have because, I bought into some defense companies, but at the current prices, even then, I would be breaking my personal frameworks of like, what the fundamental metrics should look like.